It's a
And we are
very
having a guest also, Dr.
yeah.
Joy.
Okay. So let me acknowledge the presence of Dr. Joy, who is a psychologist by profession. Well, he is a member of the Anandaburi Toastmasters Club. So let me have him online. Toastmaster Dr. Joy, welcome to Advanced Debate Club. Now, going
Thank you,
forward,
sir.
most welcome. And going forward, we have a guest speaker today who will be speaking to us on a subject which is about the body language. And he is Toastmaster of Anavarathamani, and he is a member of the Coimbatore Speakers Forum Toastmasters Club. And he will be speaking on the topic Your Body Speaks Before You Do. So let me invite Toastmaster Anavarathamani, who will tell us how our body speaks. Over to you, sir. Toastmaster Anavarathamani, I think you're here, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Your body speaks before you do. Do you agree?
Yes.
Thanks. Those who have agreed, this session is for you. Those who have not yet answered or waiting for the answer, in the next 30 minutes, it will give you the answer. Okay, let me ask you one thing. The moment you step into the stage, whatever it may be the stage, being it in your club or any stage, how much seconds it will take for the audience to judge you? 2,
3
3,
seconds. 3
3
seconds.
seconds, 3 seconds. Yes. How they are judging? How they will judge? The moment you step into the stage, how they will judge? On what basis?
With the body language.
Body language.
Exactly. The body language. This is the exact message which I have conveyed you. Your body speaks before you do. I didn't speak anything, but the people are ready to judge me. How? Because the posture, where I stand, with that look, audience have started to judge me. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The moment you step into the stage, whatever it may be the stage, irrespective of the stages, we need to have, as a speaker, we need to build a trust with your audience. We need to build the trust with the audience. So that is called as a trust triangle. The moment I used to say a few words, if you type in the comment box, it will linger in your mind. There will be a coordination between the mind and mouth typewriting. There is, when you write, there is a hand and mind coordination. Trust triangle. This trust triangle is first starts with the posture. The moment you step into the stage, please stand at the position, stand at center of the stage, whatever it may be the stage, and to have how to stand. This is where our posture says. This is an attention position. It is not like in a military, but it is a meaningful message. Your feet should be shoulder apart, slightly have a V shape, so that I am looking confident. Not only looking for confident, I feel confident from inside that radiates confidence to others. That is my audience. So posture plays a vital role the moment you step into the stage. Okay, now I stand. What I will do with my hands? Don't do anything fidgeting around with your hands. Just only two things you can do. Have a steeple position. have a steeple position or quiz master position, or let the hands be on your sides. Just stand like this. Let your hands on your sides. Three gestures we can use with your hands: steeple position, quiz master position, or letting. This is the first gesture. The moment you need to have a engage or trust with your audience. Post. Second trust is we need to have a eye contact with the audience. Initial days, we used to have some fear to look at the eyes of the audience. Have you watched the video of 2016 world champion? Who is the 2016 world champion? Any idea? 2016 world champion?
Hatrachi.
Sir, it's a Darren Tay. Darren Tay, that's a young chap. If you observed the first 3 seconds, the moment you outsmart, outlast. He used to have his eye contact. Then he took his prop as a innerwear. Then he wore those. This is called pan audience. Panning the audience from the left side, connecting with the center, and to the right. Before uttering a word, also he starts. After wearing that prop, he also again connect with the audience, left side, center, and the right. This is called as the pan audience. If you have any fear to have an eye contact with your audience, I will have a small suggestion. Don't look at the eyes of the audience. Have 10 centimeter above from the head of your audience. It will give the feeling that you are looking at the eyes of their audience. It is not mandatory to look at the eyes of the audience. If you look at just if you look at this area, it will give the perception that you are looking at the audience, looking at the eyes of the audience, because you will be having a huge gap from the stage as well as the audience. So this way we can connect with the audience till the time you break the fear. Now I am talking exactly to my audience, because I don't have any fear at all. This is the way which we have to practice. Initial days, I used to have the same thing. I practiced it like this way. This is the second thing. The third trust is the power of palm. If you want to give me a high five, virtual high five. Okay. Shake hands. Shake hands. If you want to appreciate someone, how you will do? Patting on their pat. This is where I would like to emphasize the power of palm. The power of palm. If you are okay, this open arm shows that it is an assertive communication. Now my hands are in my pocket. Do you know what is inside? Do you know what is inside? You don't know.
Money.
I'm holding my hands. I'm holding my hands back. Do you know what is what I'm having with my hand? When you hold your hands in the packet, it shows doubt. It will give the perspective to the audience. They will doubt me, and if you hold back, it gives a message to my audience. Yes, I am defensive. I am defensive. So please have your. This is the power of palm. It will give the connection with the speaker to the audience. So whenever you are using, have an open gesture standard is position and chin neutral. The smile face. This is the first thing which I would like to emphasize. Trust triangle. Eye contact, posture, and the power of power. Are you all with me? Are you on the same page?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to enter into the things which we should avoid during our presentation. The most important gestures we need to avoid is the crossed arms. Sometimes it may look the confident, or but actually this crossed arms shows that arrogance, or it is not respected. There is defensive position and not in a mood to listen your speech. So better avoid this crossed arms, as well as fidgeting something while speaking. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, what I am trying to say is people used to look at the things which you are holding, or always touching the specs, holding back, or slightly combing the hair. Wherever you are taking your hands, people will look at there. For example, if I'm often combing my hair, I'm distracting my audience from my eyes to my hand. So these are all the gestures we need to avoid doing. Anyway, this you might have known, but I just want to reveal this. The most five important gestures which I would like to highlight during our speeches. Whatever it may be the speeches, first we need to understand what I'm going to convey to my audience, whether it is a emphasize, descriptive, comparative, signpost, and last one more gesture I will reveal at the end. Now, first one is the signpost. What is signpost? For example, the point number one, which I would like to convey, is that in the trust triangle is the eye contact, the posture, and the power of palm. See, the signpost, my finger is as equal to my eyes. When you are looking at my eyes, I'm not distracting. It will not give any distraction to the audience when I show the finger which is nearer to my hand. The point number one, eye contact. Number two, posture. Number three, the power of palm. These three is most essential to build the trust with your audience. Have you got that point? The signpost which I revealed just now, signpost. Thank you. The second one is the emphatic gesture. Emphasize. There is conviction of one message. This is the one key message which I would like to convey to my audience. When you are emphasizing, don't use the finger words. This is called okay. We need to avoid pointing this finger. You are the one. Instead, you can use you can use this kind of gesture. I would like to insist this. This is the one message to my audience. Emphasizing one thing, not like this. This is the one message. But try to avoid using the pointing the finger. Use this one. This is the one message which I would like to conclude on this whole session. Emphasizing things. There is it when you are saying the emotions. This is the one message which I would like to conclude. This is called as the emphatic gestures. Number two, first signpost. Second, emphatic gesture. The third, which I would like to say, is the comparative gestures. When you are comparing something during our speeches, have both the hands like this, bus or train. When you are comparing two things, don't look at the audience. Look at the finger, the palm. This is bus. Audience should feel that you have to take the eyes of your audience to look at or believe that this is bus, this is train. Then you can come to a conclusion: bus or train, engineering or mass, whichever, whatever you want to highlight, that should be on your dominant hand. I like train, I like mass, I like engineering. This is the comparative gesture when you're showing you. Don't just say that when I bus or train, bus, train. Then I took a decision. Okay, train is ideal, train is best. Okay, have you got the point?
Yes.
How to compare two things? How to compare two things? Okay, thank you. Then the suggestive gestures. I want to suggest something to my audience from lower point of. You might have that heard the confidence level when you are joining into the Toastmasters. It will be on the lower side. Slightly, it has been increased to a certain height. Now it has reached to the peak level. This is called as a quantifying when you are suggesting something from high, from low to mid to the high. This is the suggestive gesture. And one more gesture that also considered to be a suggestive gesture is from lower to a higher aspect. I'm going to take off from Coimbatore to Chennai, from Trivandrum to Delhi. This is the suggestive gesture. There is something is going, something is moving on this way. This is a suggestive gesture you can use. The fifth signpost, emphatic gesture, then comparative gesture, suggestive gesture. Now this is the descriptive gesture. What is description? That size, small. This is also a small, a bigger one. Small, when you are saying something on quantifying, this is the size. If you want to describe a shape, it was in the rectangular box, it was in the square, it was in a circular type. When you can describe exactly based on the context, size, shape, the direction. I'm moving towards that. I'm moving towards left. I'm moving towards right. These are all the gestures, descriptive gestures, which we can use during our speeches. One thing which I would like to highlight on this: the audience will feel you, though if you are confident, there is a misalignment between mind, mouth, and my body. My mind is saying something, thinking something, mouth is saying something, and body shows something. People will believe my body. What I am delivering through my body, people will believe that rather than my words. Gestures as most effective. Gestures are the backup dancers. Gestures are the backup dancers. They will convey your message and it will affirm with your audience. This is the one thing which I would like to convey. This is the most important aspects as a speaker. Now I am standing as this confidence shows, radiate to my audience because the gesture shows that it conveys a message rather than my words. Before your words says, your gestures speaks. Use your gestures in such a way whether I'm going to do it while scripting itself. While scripting, am I going to describe something? Am I going to show something, size or direction or shape or suggest something, emphasize something? Enough is enough. I don't want to do that. This is an emphasis. That is, I'm going to emphasize. Stop. I'm going to stop like this. Don't do this. Don't do this. This is not at all needed. This is the emphatic gesture which I'm going to, while scripting itself, just to take a mental notes what gestures which I would like to exhibit during my presentation. It should not be practiced on the stage. It has to be done during our scripting itself. Am I going to suggest something, describe something, compare something, signpost, point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. It is my, as a speaker, it is my duty to gain that attention and to drag the attention and to hold the attention till I complete my speech. Whether it is 7 minutes or 17 minutes. People has to believe in my words as well as the body. But people believe the words, the gestures which you show to your audience. Please keep that in your mind. Now, I would like to emphasize one more thing, that is where you have to show these gestures. To how long? That is called as a power sphere. Power sphere. What is power sphere? Though my hand is more than 2 feet long, 2 feet long, but I should not show my hand like this. It will be like a chaotic. So the power sphere starts from the navel, that is from the belly button till my eye level, from top to bottom, belly button to eye level. On the right side, if I hold my elbow like this is the end. On the left side, okay, this is the power sphere. All your gestures should be within this power sphere. It will be more effective than like this. This can be done, but when you are emphasizing something, you can do open gesture, you can move towards, or you can go beyond the power sphere. But if you are saying something within the power sphere, it will be more effective. Are you all on the same page?
Thank you.
The power sphere. Okay. One more thing I would like to highlight and emphasize on this. When you're after handovering the stage to yourself by the MC or the TMOD or whomever it may be, the contest master, we used to start the stories. Stories are past tense. When you start your story, go back to your right. Go back to your right and start your story. It was in the year. Whatever it may be, start your story. If you are starting your story, go back to your right. That is in the right side corner. Why? From the audience perspective, go back to your right side, and then the story passes the left, whatever it may be. We used to say that past, present, future. School life, college life, corporate life. School life, marriage life, my older life. This past, present, future. From the audience perspective, if you go into the right side, they will be reading from their left to right. We used to read from left to right. Am I right? audience will read you because it is a story. It was in the year 2016 or whatever it may be, 2010, 1918, 1956, whatever it may be. In 1946, we got the independence. Then we got now into 2026 or in 2050, where India it will be like that. So when you start your story, go back to your right, then move on to the left or whatever it may be. This is the storytelling. When you are telling any stories, use this stage wisely, discreetly, so that you will be viewed. Your body, your presence conveys a message than your words. Mind, mouth, and gestures will coordinate and align in such a way so that it will be convey your message without any confusion. Audience will get the clarity, the message which you are going to convey. Okay. Let me ask you something. What is the first gesture? Gesture which I described you. First gesture.
Palm.
Gesture.
Posture.
The
Posture.
posture. Okay,
Yeah.
let me start with the trust triangle. What is the trust triangle?
Eye contact, power of palm,
Okay. Okay.
Hand position.
position, V
Okay.
position.
Okay. Have you observed the gesture which I have used? Yeah,
Next.
this is called as the prompting gesture to
Yes.
invite audience to get the answer from you. Okay, what is that? What is that second? This is when you are asking something, when you are asking or when you want to any answer from your audience, step in, move towards your audience. They will answer you. Then you can show, yeah, this is called as there is something has to come from there within. So what is that? What's that? What next? This is called as the prompting gesture. Can you do? Because we used to, okay, let me ask you something. Okay, what is that? Next, you, then come back to the normal position. I will show you why this is the normal position. Step in and step back. Move one point at a time. For example, it was in the year 2016. Then don't rush into the future tense. Move one place at a time. This is called I used to say that this is called as this is a bonus tip which I would like to convey you. Now I am going to now the 28 minutes has passed. This is called as a king mode. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
Yeah.
What is that king mode? What is that king mode? Any idea? Apart from Priyam, I know she knows the answer. Okay. Do you know chess? Do you know chess? How many of you know chess?
What is it, sir?
To-
Not clear.
Sorry?
We know chess.
Okay. In the chess, pawn will take one step to the maximum 2 steps. It can go diagonally to cut the opposite pawn. Queen, it can move on any direction. Left, right, any way she can move. Rook, bishop, it can move on any direction. but king will move only one move at a time, whether it is front, back, or side. That is called as a king move. When you are coming into after completing your speech, we used to say that the so-called profound message. After showing all these messages, the profound lesson which I learned from this incident, when you are trying to say this profound lesson, yeah, can you see the 2 and 5 are highlighted. 2 and 5 are highlighted. What is the significance of the position 2 and 5? You can narrate your story from your left, from your right side, center, or left, 7, 8, backside 9, or 6. Wherever you go, the moment you come to the profound message, which I would like to convey to my audience, by the time you have to come to the 5th place. That is the center of attraction, the center place. Then, if you want to make your audience to take a call, after having all these things, will you do like this? If you want to make your audience to take a call, there is call to action, come to the 2nd place. There will not be any 1, 2, 3 place, 1, 2, 3 position, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has to be in your mental frame. Though it is 2 by 2, I framed myself. Now I am into the 2nd position, 2nd box. After completing, why the significance of 5th place and the 2nd place is vital? Because 6th is for the reflection. 2nd is for connection. Reflection means there is the profound lesson which I learned from this incident or from this story or from the experience, whatever it may be, from the story, borrowed story, whatever it may be, the story. The moment the profound lesson, when you are conveying to your audience, come to the place of 5th. When you want to take, after putting all this, I would like to everyone to take back this message. Would you like to include into your next speech? Okay. Then step back. Reflection, connection. 5 is reflection, 2 is connection. This mental frame you should have as a 3 by 3 box, whatever it may be the stage. If the stage is 10 or whatever it may be the thing, you have to frame yourself according to the size and shape of the stage. This king move, 2 and 3 are significant. It's 2 and 5 are significant. If you want, you can use 8 wherever you can go. For example, if you are into the 3 position, don't directly rush into the 9th position. Just come back to 4, 8, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frame yourself where I am going to deliver this concept at which notes. While scripting, it has to come to your mind. Then your message will be powerful enough. Your gestures will speak like you. Your gestures will convey, will affirm what you are going to deliver with your audience. Hope I have cleared emphatic gesture. Yeah. Palm up is inviting, palm down. Palm down is assertive communication. Holding the palm is defensive. It is up to you what gestures you are going to exhibit during the time of when you are on the stage. Trust triangle, eye contact, posture, power of palm. Descriptive gestures, suggestive gestures, comparative gesture, emphatic gesture, prompting gesture, and finally the king move. These are all the only, just a sneak peek. You can use any gestures based on the context which you are going to deliver. One thing I would like to insist, your mind, your mouth and gesture has to be in the same alignment. This is what Albert Mehrabian on his study, 7% of content, that is my thoughts, 38% vocal variety, 55% body language. He had given 55%, almost more than half of the percentage he gave only for the body language, the gestures which we are showing, which we are conveying to the audience. Not only concentrating on the content, just to go along with the body language, your message will be powerful because your body speaks more than you do. If you have any doubts, I'm happy to answer it. How much time? 30 minutes, sir?
Now it's 35 minutes.
34 minutes. Okay. If you have any doubts, I'm happy to answer it. I want to show this gesture. So, whenever you are deliver any speech, stand and deliver. Stand and deliver. While you are delivering, while you are standing, it gives some power to you. And 20% of vocabulary and 20% of power you have to give while delivering your speech. 20% of vocabulary from normal vocabulary and 20% of voice increased during your speech, that gives to your message.
May I question for you?
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much for very nicely sharing the different aspects about body language. Now we are in a situation where we sit and speak. So when we are sitting and speaking, don't you think our gestures get restricted to where we are sitting?
Exactly. Sir, now I am in this, I know the frame structure. I'm using this gesture, it is not go beyond the camera. I'm not using my gestures. I know the limitation. I'm using this gesture within this frame. This is called as the power sphere. You should know whenever there is I used to encourage everyone to have a 3x3 grid on your camera. So that while taking the video, you will come to know where my head is placed. So head has to be placed at 5th place. It is center 3x3. In that 3x3 center place, your head should be there. Ensure that your hands should not deviate. I can show that the world is so big. People will understand. World is so big, but world is so big. but it should be, if it is within the power sphere, people will know this is the message, this is the emotion which I am conveying to my audience. The world is so big. With the gesture, with the facial expression, people will understand how much bigger it is. Hope I have answered to you, but it should be within our
Thank you very
consider.
much.
So consider this screen is your stage. You can segregate into the 9 boxes.
Thank you. Give me some water.
Any other doubts or questions you want to clarify? I am happy to answer. How many of you have heard this is a new perspective? I know the gestures in Toastmasters, we used to say that this is you have to show your gestures like this. I would like to know from you how much do you feel this is a new perspective on your body language? I would like to know from you.
Yes.
I think in my long journey, I have had the opportunity to listen to international speakers in Toastmasters. Many of them have spoken about some of the very important points that you have demonstrated today. So it is something that for me, it is reiterating what I already learned and saying that if 2 people speak the same thing, the third me should also try and adopt it. Thank you.
I just want to emphasize the most of the not only in many Toastmasters I have moved across in Tamil Nadu. People were using their gestures, but not in a structured way. They are using their gestures on their own because they have been taught like that. So I just want to emphasize how the signpost should be. And one more descriptive gestures, I would like to suggest that if there is a cyclical process, we can say there is a process involved into it. People will come to know that there is a in watch. We have three things. There is minutes, seconds, and the hour. There is a cyclic process involved into it. Step by step process. Step by step process. And when you are describing something, when you go from low to high, step by step. When you go from low to high. On the other hand, from low to high, step by step. Step by step process. You can use step by step also. People will know that 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't go beyond that because you have to tan your body posture. Step by step, 1, 2, 3. Step by step, step by step. Based on the context, you can use your gestures. It will be a more powerful than your message, than your words, because gesture speaks a lot than your words. It has the power. 55% it will convey your message as well as your emotions. Through we can convey your emotions through your gestures. It's not at all necessary to use your words. Your body speaks because your body has already a microphone in it. If you tune it, it will speak a lot. Your presence will be a message. Words touch the ear. Gestures touch their heart. When both these align, words and gestures, your message will be unforgettable. When you say, if I want to think something, you can point out the brain. I thought, okay, this is not working. When you want to say, convey a message through your heart, my heart says, okay, this money, I don't like this. When you when you are going to say by have something on with the help of brain, you can point out the brain. When you are going to convey a message that's from your heart, you can touch your heart. When you are going to say any message from your courage, touch your belly. Because we have three brains. Three brains. We used to take steps based on the three brains. If it is logically, we used to apply our brain or common sense. If it is sensitive or emotional, hey, he's my brother, he's my father, he's my son. I used to take the decision based on my heart. Okay, I know this is challenging. Okay, let me try. I know this is not possible. I don't have the heart to do that, but I have the courage. That time you can touch your belly. That is called as the gut. We have three brains. Apply those three brains based on the context. Think, have the emotion, have the courage. All the things, your mind, mouth, body gesture has to align. Your message will reach to your audience 100%. You can transplant the communication the way which you have to your audience. The communication, it's not about communicating anything. It is transplanting the way which I want to my audience. Instead of pointing out the single finger, you can use, this is the message which I would like to convey. This is called as an inviting gesture. Never use sorry. When you are saying pointing out the number one or number two, don't use this kind of gestures. The point number one, the point number two, the point number two, point number three, because your audience are viewing, looking at your eye. You are distracting your audience to looking down. Now, one, the moment also we will be losing the power of palm. So I am suggesting and insisting you to use this signpost. One, point number two, point number three. Okay. Hope I have added some value to you, the help of the body language, because your body speaks before you do anything. Thank you. I am on time. If you have any questions, I'm there. Otherwise, back to you, Toastmaster. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuvardhamani. That was a really enlightening session. Thank you for taking us through the various aspects of the nonverbal communication. And actually, when you were talking about it, I was reminded of my boss, because he uses two of these techniques quite often, because his language is obscene and the voice is intimidating. Fortunately, he has never used his body against me. Now, now let us go forward and start with the next part of the session, where we have a speaker. The speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Priyank, and then to evaluate her speech, let me invite Toastmaster Ravindran Nambiar. Toastmaster Ravindran Nambiar, the stage is yours.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guest. Today, Toastmaster Priyank is going to attempt a speech from level 1, project 2, writing a speech with a purpose. The object of this project is for the speaker to deliver an organized speech with a specific and general purpose. The speech may be informational, humorous, or any style she chooses. The time allocated is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best wishes to the speaker, and back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindran. And now let us invite the speaker for today. And Toastmaster Priyank is a YouTuber. I've seen many of her videos, and she's also doing a lot of informative messages through her, reels, etc., where she will be talking about the various facets of communication. So let us invite DTM Priyank to deliver her speech. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank.
Shreya, you will be showing the timing, right?
Shreya.
Yeah, it's 5, 6, and 7 minutes, right?
5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
30 seconds extra.
Okay, ma'am.
Distinguished Toastmaster Priyank, power of price. Power of price, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank. When was the last time you received a prize that actually made you smile, think, wow, that person really paid attention? Okay, the next question. When was the last time you gave a prize that was not just flattering, that was not very loud, but that actually brought a smile on the other person's face? In Discover 2025, I received a couple of thank you cards. One card said, "Good job for all your efforts for our club." I saw the card and I put it in my bag. That's it. And I got another card. "Thank you for all your efforts in making the XYZ club distinguished and helping us both as co-coaches get our club coach and district leader credit." I read the card. I had a smile on my face. Then I put it in my bag. Then after some time, again I took the card out and I read it. It was lingering in my mind again and again. I also shared the card with my friends. So what was different between these two prizes? I am sure definitely only one of those actually landed. Why do prize fail? Number one, the prize is vague. It says, "Good job," a WhatsApp emoji, just a thumbs up, nice work, great presentation. It doesn't actually mean what is getting priced here. The second, the price comes in a rush. People are walking and then just pricing, or they are just looking into their mobile and then they're pricing. Third, it is not even about the person receiving the prize. It's about somebody who is giving it. "I think it was nice. I liked it." So the receiver is nowhere there in the price. So this is why I think prices don't land. What we can actually do to make a price land? There are three things that will make a price land. Are you a person who reads the TI magazine every month? Raise your hands if you read the Jan 2021 issue. Okay, I see a few hands going up. Okay, this speech is a little bit inspired from an article from page 20 to 23. You can go back and read more if you like. This speech will only be for 5 to 7 minutes. What it says is, any price has to be specific. The first letter, S. A good job. It was a great speech. Can be replaced with the moment where you paused before sharing that story actually created an impact on me, which made me open up my story and share it with the audience. This price is specific, isn't it? The second is about appreciating the efforts, not just the talent. Because when we appreciate the talent, it feels like, okay, so what? But when we appreciate an effort, there is a chance of the behavior repeating. When efforts are appreciated, you will see the person will put in more efforts on the same direction. So the second point to make a price effective is, first is specific and second is the appreciating the efforts. And number 3 comes the SEI. I is all about impact. Yeah, you told me what efforts I have put, but what are you trying to appreciate? What was the impact? Your impact, you serving as a club coach, as a co-club coach, your efforts helped in getting us both getting the club coach credit, the district leader credit, getting the club distinguished. So that is the impact. That is the outcome. So 3 elements: being specific, appreciating the efforts, and then stating the impact. Now, to me, a price is not just a soft skill. I say it is a leadership skill. Why? Because at home, in Toastmasters, in families, at work, everywhere, we need price. People don't grow when we are constantly telling them what they need to correct. People grow when we acknowledge what they are already doing good, what is already present and is so good in them. So from today, I would like to challenge you. Don't say good job. Try saying why it is good. And don't say well done, but try to say what was done well and what was the impact. Because when the price is thoughtful and timely and it is true, it can create magic. A price doesn't cost anything, but the return on investment is amazing. And when we use the SEI model, it just doesn't land, it lifts the people. So today, before we price someone, maybe it's your spouse, someone at work, or in Toastmasters, let's ask ourselves that question. Yes, I. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, distinguished Professor Priya. And that was another enlightening speech with a lot of useful tips. I think today turns out to be a day of learning for all of us. So now let us go to the next part of the session where we have another speaker. The next speaker is going to be Toastmaster Usha Anand. I hope she is around. And to evaluate her, let me invite our Toastmaster, Dr. Neelakandan. Dr. Neelakandan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My speaker, Toastmaster Usha Anandarajan, is attempting her speech from the path Visionary Communication, Level 1, Project 2. The project is Writing a Speech with Purpose. As in, those of us who are familiar with that project know that the purpose is to write a well-defined speech with purpose and to deliver it effectively. A very interesting project, and we'll all be ears to the Toastmaster. Wish her the very best. The title of the speech she has given is, what is your first expense? What is your first expense? Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Neelakandan. And now let me invite the speaker who is going to deliver the next speech, Toastmaster Usha Anand. Over to you, ma'am.
I share. I got married at the age of 17. My husband was handsome, educated, and a respected businessman in our town. He ran a joint family farm with his grandfather, father, and uncles. Together, they exported cardamom, coffee, chilies to Eastern countries. The farm flourished, and so did our lives. Every week, a celebration. Every month, new dresses. Every 6 months, a fresh family tour. North, south, east, west. We traveled across India, enjoying its cultural richness. For my father-in-law's 60th birthday, all 22 women in the family bought silk sarees customized with our family name woven into it. Money poured in. Life felt certain, comfortable, and calm. My first expense of every month was shopping. Whatever sparkled, whatever felt good, I bought. One day, the calm broke. A major shipment worth millions didn't reach the seaport on time due to an unexpected truck strike. Heavy rains destroyed the goods. That single delay triggered a collapse. Profits turned into losses. Laughter turned into loud arguments. Sleep turned into stress. Every day brought difficulties. Every week brought worries. Every month brought mounting debts. North, south, east, west, we were surrounded by threats. Properties were sold. Farmlands faded away. Flats disappeared. The joint farm split. Losses shared. My husband, my children, and I were left with no assets, only liabilities. The world felt dark. Every door locked. I met my dad. I didn't ask him for money, but how to stand strong again. He understood my pain and shared 3 secret mantras. Usha, mortgage your jewelry and invest in your skills. Spend only on necessities. Say no to luxury. Reinvest your returns in gold. I mortgaged the one left out gold bangle and started a small scale snacks business. I tracked where every rupee went. If it wasn't necessary, it wasn't spent. Slowly profits appeared. I invested that in my passion. I learned sewing, embroidery, and crochet. My days were hard and nights were long, but I focused. 5 years later, I bought a high-end model sewing machine and designed saris, screens, tablecloths featuring angels, birds, and cartoons. One fine day, I was recognized by the district collector as the first woman achiever in the field. Projects poured in, business flourished. As I followed the 3 mantras, I realized financial recovery is not about sudden income. It is about steady and sensible priorities. I quit luxury before luxury quit me. My first expense of every month now is not shopping, but saving. Month after month, I invest my savings in gold, which supports me during emergency. Today, I live a peaceful life. No credit cards, no debts. Hello, Toastmasters. I thought wealth is about how much we earn. Life taught me wealth is how much we protect. What is your first expense? Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Usha. And now let's move on with the next segment where we will have the table topics. Table topics. Do we have time for table topics? Toastmaster Shreya?
Yes, according to me, I can understand we have now what others will decide.
You have about 10 minutes.
Okay, so we will have at least 2 or 3 topics. So let me, who is going to be the topics master today? Let me hand it over to the VP Education to guide us through.
So you can start. You can ask a question to anyone in the meeting so that they ask the next question. 10 minutes means we'll have some 6 contestants, isn't it? Not contestants, participants will be there. You can pass on the question to the first participant.
Okay. So let me, I will have to select one at random, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have with us Toastmaster Manoj, are you there? Manoj Langa, I saw you for a while.
No, he's not there.
It's not there. So we have, I think, Paul O'Mahony. I think he's a Toastmaster too. So let me give you a topic to speak about. Toastmaster Paul O'Mahony, you can unmute yourself. You're not audible? You're not yet audible. So can you make yourself audible?
Excuse me.
Yeah, you
Excuse
are
me.
now. You are now.
Thank
Now
you.
you're now audible. So I did not prepare any questions basically. So I'll just tell you a scenario. So try to build up a story on the basis of that. I was standing at the shore. It was dark and I saw a boat moving towards me. A red light shone from the boat. Tell the story. I was standing at the shore. It was dark and I saw a boat moving towards me. A red light shone in the boat. Please continue with the story.
I was on the dockside in Mumbai. It was difficult for me because I had never been there before. I had traveled a lot in Europe. I had been to Amsterdam. And in Amsterdam, there is what is called the red light district. This red light on the boat reminded me, for some strange reason, of walking through the red light district in Amsterdam. That is a notorious district that I went to in youth and stayed a short while without indulging in any of the things that many people who went there practiced. But this evening, with this boat coming towards me, I was in shock. It was as if the city of Amsterdam was coming to me in Mumbai. My main reason for being in Mumbai was to see cricket. I am a huge cricket fan. So I was completely out of my depth. All I wanted to do was to see the moon on the sea. Toastmasters, there is difficulty when you're in a strange place. It is always possible for a nightmare to come to you. is necessary to sit down and let the experience go through you and not be upset by it. Even welcome experiences which are not welcome. You will grow. You will grow from the inside out. Back to you, Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul. And now let me invite Toastmaster Joy Francis. Dr. Joy Francis, can I give you a topic also?
Okay.
Okay, Toastmaster Joy Francis. Here again, I will just tell you a story and you will have to continue with it. You walked up to the the boarding desk of an airport and you handed over your mobile showing your ticket booking. Then the executive looked at you in agony. I mean, she replied, "Sir, this is 5th of February. Your ticket is on 6th of March. You are traveling from Ahmedabad to, once again, I'll tell you, you are traveling from Ahmedabad to Dubai. You walked up to the airline desk and showed your ticket. And the executive at the other end looked at your ticket and said, "Sir, this is 6th of February and your ticket is on 6th of March. Over to you."
My heart was pounding when I was traveling to the airport. And everything was very nice. I said Godspeed and entered the airport lounge. I had a coffee and had a chit chat with the members there. And accidentally, one of my friend talked about the air ticket, and I just gone through that ticket, and to my shock, I understood that the ticket is not for the day. I was shattered, shocked, and a little embarrassed. And suddenly, my friend consoled me, and he came with me to the inquiry whether there is any way out. But unfortunately, there was no way to travel. I came out with my head hanging down. But I was thinking, once it is not very far that there was an air crash, everything will work for my good. And if this is a very great lesson that I have learned from this. Hereafter, I will make sure that I will concentrate much on what is what in every sphere of life. And I thank for the incidents so that I have learned a lesson from that. Thank you.
Okay. My next topic is going to Toastmaster. Who is that? Let me invite Sharavan Kumar.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Okay,
Am I
Sharavan
audible?
Kumar. Yeah, you're audible. I'll just tell you once again a story to start with, and you can tell me the remaining part of the story, since I did not have any topic.
Yeah.
So here
Sure.
in this story, you are in Thailand. You went to a restaurant, and the ladies who served the food, they spoke very broken English. You are not able to understand well. Then the lady in the restaurant, you ask them to give you some kind of a special Thai delicacy which you can enjoy. So she said, why don't you try Nuwangu? You said yes, and after you found it is to be the tastiest of meat that you ever had. And later you asked her what it was. She said that was the meat of a snake.
Oh,
You were in Thailand. You were offered Nuwangu by a Thai waiters, and you had it, and that was the tastiest meat that you ever had. And later she clarified that it was the meat of a snake. Over to you.
the
Toastmaster.
meat of snake. Oh my God. I'm a vegetarian. You gave me a meat of a snake. It was a very terrifying situation for me. How can I vomit it? Could you please help me? How can I vomit it? I could not digest this one, and I could not. My mind is not accepting uh, the situation because my belief system has completely broken. I could not tolerate. Now my mind is completely blank. So I could not understand what to do. Please help me to take me to some doctor or someone, any person. I just wanted to vomit it out, and I want to clean my body again to regain my state of purity, which I have been maintaining for ages. So please show me the doctor. So she took me to the doctor, and doctor asked me how much time it took for you to consume that food. I said just a half an hour. Then immediately he had given some kind of medicine to vomit it, and I did vomit that. After that, I felt a bit happy, and it was really a terrific lesson for me. And I'll never forget this lesson throughout my life. Next time, whenever I visit Thailand, I will be in precaution. I told the doctor, and doctor said, "Don't worry, it is normal. We eat snakes every day. It's not special for you. Maybe you're new to this place, so you need to learn the law of land before entering into any restaurant." So that was a mistake. Then he also helped me to uh, come out of that state of mind, and he helped me some kind of therapeutic exercise he did, psychological therapy he did, and then I came out of that, and a bit, I had a bit relief, and uh, I went back to India. So I'm back in India and attending this Toastmasters meeting. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shyam Kumar. And I think the time is up because we planned 3 topics and we had 3. Now let's go to the next part of the session, that is the evaluation segment. To conduct the evaluation segment, let me invite our general evaluator, our president, the distinguished Toastmaster John Bosco Abraham. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Sunil. We get into the feedback or evaluation session. We will start with the evaluation of the speakers. I request the evaluator of the first speaker, Ravindran, to give a feedback on Priyank's speech.
General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guest. At the outset, let us congratulate Toastmaster Priyank for successfully completing her project. Second project from level 1, writing a speech with a purpose. The very first sentence, that is a question she posed to the audience. How many of you received praise that made you smile? And a praise that you have given to somebody that made that person smile. And also she related her own personal experience of receiving 2 cards. We could know the difference. What was the first card? Did she like that first card? Of course not. The second card, definitely she liked, because the way it was written. It was a specific, genuine, and appreciating her efforts to make her club a distinguished one. She quite often take it out and look at the card. So that is the power of the praise. So she made it clear how the praise should be. It should be genuine, specific. A praise is already normally given when somebody completes something or achieves something. So it should be made specific. And what is the impact it could make for others? That's all to be the ingredients of a praise. It was well defined by the speaker. It was an excellent speech, and there was message also for us to take home, how that care we should take while we'll be giving a praise to others. Well done, Toastmaster Priyank. Now coming to the areas for improvement. You have maintained confidence level was quite good. You are very passionate and enthusiastic while delivering your speech, but how it could have improved it? It's my feelings. Voice modulation, the tone, speed, and volume, you could have taken care of. Then pauses, you could have, at certain points, you could have paused while asking a question. You could have paused for a few seconds. Then you continue. So this is some areas you have to take care of. And facial expressions. When you received that second card, you could have brought a smile on your face. So overall, it was an excellent speech, a content-wise, and she has really met the specific purpose of the object of this project. That is to convey the audience the power of praise. So it had also general purpose, and she outlined how one has to do the elements to be contained in a praise, and what are to be avoided. And she also related her own personal experience. And areas for improvement, as I already pointed out, is voice modulation, pauses, tone and speed, and facial expression. Overall, an excellent speech. If you take care of a few suggestions I given, you can go to the next level. Your speech would definitely be a greater speech. All the best wishes to you, and back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ravindran, and congratulations for giving us an excellent feedback. Toastmaster Priyank, let me congratulate you also for giving us a wonderful speech. Two things that stand out for me is praise is a leadership skill and praise can create magic. I think these two things stand out in your speech, and I believe all of us will agree with you on this aspect. Thank you very much for a great speech and evaluation. Let's give both of them their due. Now we have the evaluation of the second speaker. We had Toastmaster Usha Anantharajan, who was evaluated by Dr. Neelakantan.
Thank you, General Evaluator, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters and the speaker, Toastmaster Usha in particular. Let's give a loud round of applause to the Toastmaster for a well-crafted, beautifully delivered speech. Hats off to you. She spoke with a lot of conviction. The clarity was there. We are not sure whether it was a life experience, but I would like to believe that was a real life experience. Then only you can speak from the heart. So you really spoke from the heart, and she gave us a very important message also towards the end. Wealth is how much we protect and not how much we amass. That is something which left a lasting impression, I should say, on all of us. And for getting to that last point, she gave us a life story. How she started off in a marriage, cozy and comfortable life, initial years, as is for all of us. And then the bitter things come. And how she adapted, or the family adapted to the new normal. That was very interesting. Beautifully put across with a lot of, as I said, the clarity was there. The kind of words she used, the kind of examples she gave, and the 3 mantras that she mentioned. That's something which we'll never forget. That is, say no to luxury, only go for the things which are at most in need, and learning new tricks of the trade. See, that is something which should give us strong messages. And how she developed new skills in sewing, and how she could prosper in life, and over a period of 5 years, how she could demonstrate her skills. She in fact brought up that very interesting piece of cloth on which her sewing skills were demonstrated. That was something totally out of the blue, because we don't normally see that in speeches, and here we were able to see that, and how the financial recovery all happened, and how things turned around, and finally how she was able to progress in life without having any credit cards or relying on others. So this is what we call as a subtle way of putting her own life story in the right perspective, ordering it in sequence, presenting it well. And I was happy that she stood and spoke. We all can realize that she's a senior. So the kind of energy she had was also really, really worth mentioning. So overall, a well-crafted speech, fully met the objectives of the speech. For improvement, I don't have anything specific doesn't come to my mind, but probably you can connect with the audience better by posing a few questions to the audience, trying to connect with them by saying, see, did you have similar experience in your own life? What if you had a similar experience? How would you have reacted? And this is the way I reacted. Maybe that way you'll be able to connect better with the audience. And that is how you take the audience also along with you. Otherwise, beautifully done, well crafted. I am sure this is not your first project, the first speech. And from what I noticed, I think you are with your daughter, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, hats off to you. Well done. That's it from me. Back to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Dr. Neelakantan, for that exhaustive feedback on the speech of Toastmaster Usha. I think it is a lesson learned for all of us. Be steady and sensible. Have your priorities in place, I think, is the message that goes. All the pain, the difficulties that you faced and overcame is something that I would call lessons learned in life for all of us. Thank you very much to the speaker and the evaluator. Let's give them their due. For Toastmasters, today's meeting. Okay, let me give the feedback.